Yeah. Come on out and join us from your pavilions. Be ready for court.
Okay. We are ready, Geese. We have been given the thumbs up. We've been given a cue. We are queued up.
Here now opens the court of their Majesties Eckeheart and Jane.
That's us.
Okay. You want me to?
Yeah.
We want to thank everybody for coming today and making this day so wonderful, not only for us, but for all of you and everyone watching at home as well. So thank you so much for being here. It really, really means the world to us.
All I gotta say about today is my face hurts so much from all the smiling. It's been a great joy to see all of your faces, to come together in this field with friendship and camaraderie. I've missed you all so terribly. It's just a great joy to be here.
Their Majesties will be attended at this time by those who are new to our society. Please come forward.
I have no idea what to do.
You just come right up here.
You already did it. You
You came forward.
I did it. Well, that's
You
cool.
followed instructions. Newcomers are the lifeblood of our society. Obviously we all grow up and move on to things as we get a little older, and find new hobbies and everything. So when people come and are interested in what we're doing, we like to say thank you. And we, for our reign, we would like to give out cups to newcomers. Hopefully when we're a little more open, people will fill that cup for you with things that you will enjoy. And we're just so glad to meet you.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
What's your name, Melissa?
My name is John.
Well met, John.
And
I'm
John,
Eckehard, and this is Jane.
You
Jane.
are Lady Marguerite's father, correct?
That's correct.
And you are here helping her.
I'm here helping her.
So we just want to thank you from the bottom of our hearts for being here for her as well and helping, because it's a huge feat to do all of this.
It is.
So
Thank you very much.
thank you very much for being here.
Thank you.
Thank you. For the newcomers.
For the newcomers, the life's blood of our kingdom. Vivas! 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 Their Majesties will be attended at this time by Patron Miriam Lalauer, the autocrat of this event.
I may address the topic?
Of course.
Yes, you may.
I am so incredibly thrilled to see all of you here. It has been entirely too long since we've been able to do this. I want to thank their Majesties for giving me the opportunity to give us our first real live in-person event in this area of the kingdom. It's awesome. Thank you very much. I'm not going to take terrible long. I would like to thank my staff, and I'm not going to go through all the names because there's a ton of y'all. But if you guys when you get home and want to rewatch court, because you can do that now, at the end of court, there's going to be a list of everybody, and make notes because every one of those people is absolutely amazing. We did have an ANS competition today. There were 13 entries.
Wonderful.
In your largest competition, and due to the fact that it was a half dozen instead of a dozen, we actually had a donation of a prize so that you get to keep all 6 things about each one of them. The winner was Joffrey, or Bish, for his blackwork embroidered pouches. So, woo! I also want to thank Duke Michael and all of the steel fighters. I didn't get to see a whole lot of it, but it looked like it was absolutely amazing. And I want to thank Lord Kieran and all of the bards for the Bardic concert. I did get to see most of that, and it was wonderful as well. Thank you guys so much for coming out, and thank you so much, Your Majesty.
Thank you.
You can come.
Well, goody. Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Are you leaving us?
Yes. Thank you.
For the autocrats, the staff, and all the people who have worked so hard to put this event together, the artisans and the populace who voted.
Vivas!
Vivas! Vivas! There are children at this event, and their majesties would be attended by the children in actual years, not behavior.
I'm gonna get my brother. Yes, please. Thank you. Where's our child?
I don't know. He's a little.
That's the one thing he wanted to do was a toy box, and of course
He's busy, and that's okay.
You already washed it. Yes, it's as tall as that.
Oh, here they come.
All right. Woo!
Would you please summon Lord Marcus into our presence?
Their majesties require the presence of Lord Marcus.
The rat.
The rat.
Okay. Lord Marcus, if you would take charge of this toy box and see that each one of these children get a toy to play with, please. Perhaps at the back of court. Please follow Lord Marcus.
Good hustle, good hustle.
Don't drag him down. For the children.
For the children.
For the children and Lord Marcus, it was nice to know him. Viva!
Viva! Viva!
Their majesties would have before them at this time Mistress Phelan Kuingi Ufelen, with apologies on my pronunciation. She is not here.
Would you like to take this one? Would you like me to? Okay. So, she will be taking over as the clerk of signet from Baroness Amelia Rose, who has served for 5 years as the clerk of signet. We want to thank Baroness Amelia for her hard work, and we will look forward to working with Mr. Phelan.
For the service of the clerk signet, past and future. Viva!
Viva! Viva! Would you call in Lady Corfina?
Their majesties wish Lady Colfina to attend them.
Do you want to also call in Barbara Duncan?
Sure.
Yeah, call her in. She's not here, but you call her in.
They're also calling at this time Kamari Bubba Blackhammer.
You can, yeah. First, we'd like to thank you for your service. You do amazing work, and I don't have any words for the things that I've seen that you've done. They leave me absolutely speechless, which is, to some people would say, is a minor miracle. As the Crown, it's a great joy to thank people for the things that they've done for Atlantia. By your hand, you have enriched Atlantia by far more than I will ever do in the 9 months that I will sit on this crown. Says this crown. We thank you wholeheartedly.
Thank you.
As a personal token, I will give you this ring. Thank you.
For the hard work of Lady Colfina and all she has done. Viva!
Viva! Viva! We look forward to working with Kinari Bubba as our incoming Scrivener Royale.
For all the work that Kanari Bubba is going to do, because it is a lot of work, let me tell you what.
Viva! 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 Would you like to do this one? Okay. Right.
Their Majesties call before them at this time Baroness Neshka or Shania.
Or Shania.
Or Shania.
Your Excellency. Majesty. So, my words do not do justice for the things that you have done for the kingdom this during all of the pandemic, you have taken it upon you and have gone full force with the virtual community, with Bardic, and have done such an absolutely amazing job that we, His Majesty and I, are so very, very proud of all of the work that you have done. And so today we would like to award you an opal.
Consistent as the rising sun and dawn, chorus of the lark, Baroness Nezhka raises voices, song, and army in harmony through the ether. I apologize, my hand I'm not as good at reading this as I used to be. Weaving Atlantean hearts and mirth across distance, kingdoms, and time. So be it known, we, King Eckeheart and Queen Jane, create her companion of the opal, done this 26th day of June, Honor Societatis 56. Calligraphy and illumination by Baroness Eckehard. Eckehard. Castonrazzi.
And we hope that you will continue doing what you're doing and all the things you do. It is an honor to you both.
Thank you for the hard work you've done for the kingdom.
For the newest companion of the opal and all she has accomplished across the known world. Vivas! 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 Their Majesties call now Mistress Genevieve d'Aquitaine. Aquitaine. All the apologies to
Mistress Guinevra, we know that you're not here right now, but we have to take note of all the hard work you've done wrangling these online classes for university transcripts so quickly and accurately. And you've done an amazing job during this crazy time. And it is our will that we award you with a fountain. Would you like to hold it? Okay.
See this and know that we, Eckehard and Jane, King and Queen of Atlantia, are well pleased with the service of our subject, Genevieve d'Aquitaine, most especially all of her hard work with online university. We bestow upon her the award of the fountain. For the good work of Mistress. Vivot!
Vivot! Vivot!
Viva!
Their Majesties will be attended at this time by Lord Gunther de Baumherzig.
Lord Gunther, you have been fighting consistently at our local practice and at local events, kingdom events, and Atlantean wars. And although you've been an SEA member since 1979, you've recently got serious about your kit and comportment and training in support of this kingdom. We know that you started in Kaid, but what you're doing now is directly going to impact our adversaries when we take up events again and go to war. At this time, we are mindful to induct you into our Order of the Silver Osprey.
Raise voices in praise. Great deeds upon the field of battle as Gunther performed, we, Eckehard and Jane, King and Queen of Atlantia, stand proud. Thus do we induct him into our Order of the Silver Osprey in recognition of his prowess. Done this 26th day of June in our coronation in the barony of the Sacred Stone. Calligraphy and illumination by Lady Anne Devereaux. For Lord Gunther, may he keep us safe. Vivat!
Vivat! Vivat!
Their Majesties call at this time Lady Scholastica Joycourt.
Lady Scholastica, it is I have watched you many times over the past over 450 days, of which you've done daily readings for the kingdom. Your commitment to the kingdom in this endeavor is very touching, and I'm of the mind to award you my King's Award of Excellence. At this time, because of our short time as Prince and Princess, I have not had a chance to have them crafted, but know that they will soon be crafted, and we will make sure that you get them.
It is one of the great pleasures of a king to recognize and honor excellence in his subjects. If he deems worthy, such a subject is Scholastica Joycourt, who has greatly pleased us with her dedication to the bardic arts and her tireless work to entertain and educate the populace. Further, her work to meet the needs of our good gentles in the time of the plague, bringing together citizens from all corners of the kingdom in the time of separation to celebrate, is worthy of special note this day. As such, we, Eckeheart, King of Atlantia, are thereby minded to bestow upon her our King's Award of Excellence, done this 26th day. It is beautiful work done by Bubba Blackhammer. For her tireless dedication. Vivat!
Vivat! Vivat!
Vivat!
Okay.
Their Majesties call at this time Baroness Marguerite de Vienne.
So, to Your Excellency, we heard much about your workings in your barony, being as the chronicler, and you're serving as head retainer, and all of your wonderful works. And today, we would also like to award you an opal.
Hear now the words of your sovereigns. Unto Atlantia do we, Eckhart and Jane, King and Queen, declare that due to long service to this society, this kingdom, and even more so to our barony of Hawkwood, do we commend Marguerite de Vienne as a leader as well as a courtier. Has this gentle served in office as well as ranks? And we do this day of our coronation include her in the number of our Order of the Opal. Another by the hand of Bubba Blackhammer. Their Majesties call before for the good lady. I am sorry. Vivat!
Vivat! Vivat! Vivat!
Their Majesties call at this time Baroness Sophie Orange. I did. I heard a gasp.
Sophie, we talked last night when we had our little meet and greet. You asked us great questions, and we talked a little bit about training that you're doing in Atlantia with the virtual team. It has come to our attention that you're a very energetic force in that, in training the TAs for university, helping the virtual courts. Your enthusiasm is unparalleled, and obviously your service felt wide about our kingdom. And it is our will today to to award you with a fountain for your service.
Service flows through selfless objects like water from a fountain. We, Rex, Eckhard, and Regina Jane Alexandria, are well pleased with Lady Sophia of Orange. I can't make out the next word. But her dedication to university and assistance with virtual courts, unparalleled in our experience. We are therefore awarding her the fountain done this 26th day of June. And it is not signed, but it is lovely. For our Baroness Sophia the Orange and all that she has accomplished during the plague.
Vivat! Vivat! Vivat!
Their Majesties call at this time, my Lord Leaf.
He's not here. Nope, I don't see him.
So, Leaf, your barony has spoken wonderful words of your service and how you help with your camp at war, and you've organized demos, and you have been helping just breathe new life into your barony. And you've been helping with the newcomers, which if we didn't have newcomers, we wouldn't have anything. So we want to give you this day, raise you to the ranks of nobility, and award you arms.
Eckehart, by right of arms, King of Atlantia, and Jane Alexandria, our Queen, to all nobles and gentles to whom these presents come, greetings. Know that we, of our especial grace and certain knowledge, do award, and by this present charter confirm unto our beloved Leaf, certain ensigns armorial, to wit. There's a blank space, and he should meet with the heralds at his earliest convenience. And this is also not signed, but lovely. So for Lord Leaf, soon may he have arms and the rest of a name. Vivat!
Vivat! Vivat!
Their Majesties call at this time Mistress Beatrice Allier de la Hoya.
Your turn. Go for it.
So, Mistress Beatrice, we know that you are very, very big in the ANS community for sponsoring competitions and served on collegians. You have just done marvelous things in the ANS community all over. And today we would like to award you the opal.
We, King Eckehard and Queen Jane, recognize the tireless service of Magistra Beatrice Alliers de la Hoya. Long has she sponsored, supported, and served at many collegiums, universities, and this shall not go unrecognized. Therefore, we create her a companion of the opal, done this 26th day of June, Anno Societatis 56. Calligraphy and illumination by Baroness Eckehard
Castanrazzi.
Castanrazzi. For Mistress Beatrice, the newest companion of the opal.
Vivat! Vivat! Vivat!
Their Majesties at this time call Lady Dorothea de Limatu.
Lady Dorothea, you have you've done something very interesting in the SCA that I don't normally hear a lot about. You brought livestock to the Gnome World AG Symposium for display and education. You had one full day to display and share the result of years of work, which you combined with some classes on care, breeding, and management of both historical and modern significance. It is for this hard work that we would like to give you a coral branch.
Unto all to whom these presents come, know that we, King Eckehart and Queen Jane, see our farmers are well pleased. There is one who stands out having brought livestock to the known World Agricultural Symposium, who educates our people on care, breeding, and management of good stock. We encourage this behavior, for no army can win on an empty stomach. It is our duty, privilege, and right to recognize her work. Thus, on this our coronation day, are we, Eckehart and Jane, delighted to place Dorothea del Midieu into the order of the Coral Branch. This is done by Mistress Mordraine Tremaine.
Very beautiful.
For Lady Dorothea and the agricultural knowledge she brings this kingdom.
Vivat! 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 You want to do it? Call her first? I think we'll call her order first. I don't know. What do you want to do? I think the call the order. All right. Is that? Yeah. Call the order. All right. Cool.
Their Majesties would be attended by their order of the Golden Dolphin.
Look at all these lovely, lovely people. It's so good to see you all. You may
Thank you.
You may stand. You do not have to kneel.
I like kneeling. We're staying. I'm gonna take this one.
Say something about know your ranks are missing you.
Good people. This is a very august order. Doers in our kingdom. You make the dream come alive, but your order is incomplete.
Say it so.
Their Majesties call at this time Baroness Caterina de Paolo.
Lady Caterina, I know you could not be here today, but that did not stop me from wanting to give you this award. Your hard work as a scribe, as a herald, your massive undertaking of fencing in the backyard. Whenever I look around, when we're at an event, you're doing. Whenever I look online, you're doing. You're one who really shapes the dream as we live it in Atlantia. We thank you for your service.
Puffins are masters of flight both in the air and under the sea. They are vocal when defending their territory and silent when sound would be superfluous. Caterina de Paolo has proved her skills both in court and on the field of combat.
Yes, she has.
She is gently fierce and fiercely gentle.
Yes, she is.
She is an artist and a teacher. She is the voice of court. She is always among the first to give of herself. Today, we, Atlantia's King Eckehart and Queen Jane, call upon Caterina to induct her into the Order of the Golden Dolphin with all the rights and responsibilities thereto, grateful for her service. Further, do we award her the exclusive use of these arms, purple, azure, and vert, a puffin rising to sinister within a bordered, embattled bourgeois or. This is done by Baroness Philomene Philippe.
Thank you.
Righteous.
For our newest member of the Order of the Golden Dolphin, Baroness Caterina.
Vivat! Vivat! Vivat!
You are excused.
All right, back to the guard duty. So,
Where's the
I don't know. Okay, you will call these two together.
Their Majesties would be attended at this time by their Graces, Leonard of Snowdon and Anton Tremaine.
As they come forward, we would ask them to remain standing. Go ahead, tell them.
And they beg that you would remain standing.
Thank you.
Seems we were just here, Your Majesties.
Your Graces, it was not so long ago that you stood where we stand now. You gave us great counsel and great examples to live by. We can think of no one better in this moment to bestow an augmentation of arms for the Norwal, for you have done great service to Atlantia. Great service.
Thank you, Your Majesties.
In Atlantia fair along the shining sea, the people rejoiced, ready for the coronation of their new king and queen. But that most insidious of monsters, that foul and most treacherous of evils by name called plague, invaded the known world, threw Atlantia into a time of separation and darkness. But the darkness was pierced, like honed blade through leather armor, pierced by the light of our king and queen, of names Anton and Linid. Crowned were they in isolation, but they gave not into the solitude. They engaged in battle fierce, swift-winged messages weekly sent, encouraged one and all. Though we could not in person turn to those outside our hall and hearth, together Atlanteans spoke across the darkness, our hope and joy fed by these, our king and queen. Determined that our kingdom carry on, prevail. Deserving of praise and recognition were many, thus Anton Rex, Linid Regina, elevated worthy nobles, giving honor and award to those who, like the narwhal, dive deep, giving of the depths of their efforts to keep our kingdom strong. Bards and scribes alike kept hard at work, their pens and words and voices raised in praise of our fair populace, our kin. Next did our royals too brave travels cross their lands with all precaution they might take, visiting many of their fair and faithful populace who had endured the perennial pervasive plague. Thus long their reign and long their fight. Time came for heirs, and with them respite. They turned to fighters 13 in number, valiant all, and from their ranks rose crosses 3 and flower of sun. So now upon this day they take their rest, well earned, and with relief pass to their heirs the crowns, in knowledge that they fought faithfully and well. Thus it is with overflowing and grateful heart, though words will never do justice to that which we so strongly feel. Do we, Eckeheart Rex and Jane Regina, pronounce to both, gratias vobis agimus in aeternum, our undying thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Grace. It is not enough.
It's more than enough.
It is not. For the work you've done, for the example you've set, they are shoes we shall never fill. But we shall do our utmost to live up to the example that you have both set for us.
Our mission was simple: set the table for you. It has been set.
It is a grand table.
We look forward to following.
We love and appreciate you, and thank you so much for everything you've done for the kingdom.
Thank
Your
you.
Majesty.
Thank you, Grace.
For Duke Anton and Duchess Linid, the newest recipients of the augmentation of the Norwal.
Vivat! Vivat!
I don't know about you, but that gets a little emotional.
Yes, it was. Very well done. Let's talk about Clue first. What about this? Can you turn it in?
No, we did
No, we didn't do it.
Why don't you think about those two? That's the way that is.
So can I do startup first and then just announce it.
Your Majesties at this time would announce the new Poeta Atlantia, Lady Aylwin Meru. This meets with approval.
If you have not seen her entry, all of them really, they were all spectacular. But if you have not seen her entries, we beg of you to go online to Virtual Atlantia and check it out.
It has never been easier to seek out the words and the arts created by the Atlantean artists. Please do as Her Majesty requests for our newest Poeta Atlantia.
Vivat! Vivat! Vivat!
So we are opening back up and being able to be with each other. And I myself am very excited about the upcoming Queen's Rapier tournament. So that will be in Ravens Cove, the second weekend of August. And I highly, highly encourage you to come and vie for being my Rapier champion. Very, very excited. And you are welcome to zhuzh it up because I know our Rapier fighters are very, very good at it. So I am very excited.
For those who would compete to be the guard of her, or the champion of Her Majesty's Rapier community and zhuzhing. Vivat!
Vivat! Vivat!
Right.
Now we turn to the business affairs. Our rain cycle will be a little atypical than most, but our rain cycle will put Atlantia back on a regular rain cycle. To that end, our crown tourney will be normal the first weekend in November. We will currently be taking letters of intent starting today until the first weekend of October. It is my hope that the fighters of Atlantia will train and practice during this time, and I encourage you all to find a consort who you deem worthy to take up and practice and bring that consort and give them that day. Because I can promise you from experience, if you win, Atlantia will support you. The support from Atlantia is overflowing. So try to win if you can. I encourage you. But give your consort the day. It means a lot to them. You like that?
Okay.
For those who would fight to be the heirs of these our brand new fresh King and Queen, and their consorts and all that will make that day filled with pomp and circumstance and beauty and more zhuzh, I assume.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes,
All
more
the
zhuzh.
All the zhuzh.
Vivat!
Vivat! Vivat! You have anything to say? No? I believe that we are finished for today.
Here now closes the court of Eckeheart and Jane, rightful and glorious King and Queen of Atlantia, fair Atlantia. Vivat!
Vivat! Vivat!
Family and friends in fond embrace herald my homecoming with harp and song. They rejoice and revel at the returning wanderer with feasting fit for favorite thane. The heights of the hall, hewn by my ancestors, echo with exaltation, interrupting voices asking inquiries with increasing repetition, until the eldest wanton hearth mage silences the squall, sitting with expectation. Her placid demand pierces my heart, to beg the boon of the beloved prodigal, a song, a story, a sweet refrain of the triumphs and trials of traveling afar. This still of the storm is the center and the eye. The focus of my folk frightens me. They see me as sister, their sweetest kin, returned from roaming in remote lands. I see them as strangers, by seasons transformed. My perception passes to pinnacles of my journey, crags and chasms, currents and floods, the terrain's tumult internally emulated. I learned from the land legends and sagas. Waters weeping wailed their songs. Rain-washed rocks rolled by ice giants taught me tales of times unknown, and open-hearted oaks of others whispered, the Selkies, the Kelpies, the sweetest of kin. I reached their ruler under the rowan and the yew. Fair was the face, fairer the tongue. No man can manage the multitudes I learned. Changed is my heart, a child no longer. But here in this hall, I am homespun daughter, reflecting a relic of repressed memory. The person they praise, I prize no longer. Silence still. They sit anticipating. The ancient aunt embraces my hand. Her eyes gleam and echo history of women wandering for wordless knowledge, of passages past, of patience on return. We must now meet with measures new found, for all of us are altered by time. I must know anew my natal clan, who salute a stranger as sister, as kin. Family and friends are first met again. I hoist my harp to my hip to sing, bittersweet song of blossoming discovery, making the music of the multitudes north.